Court Minstrel heads them. Paul Maloney for Evan Williams. God's Own, Smart Novice, Paddy Brennan, Tom George. Mr. Mole, Summersby, Brian Hughes, Mick Shannon. Special Tiara, Noel Feely for Henry de Bromhead. Sprinter Sacre, Nico de Boinville and Nicky Henderson. And another novice and a smart one, winner of the Henry VIII here, Vibrato Valtat. Tongue-tied for Sam Twiston-Davis and 9-times champion trainer Paul Nicholls. Still being applauded all the way down the rhododendron walkway here at Sandown Park. AP McCoy on Mr. Mole. And of course significant that Mr. Mole is already a landmark horse, as it was after AP's 200th victory of the season on this quirky but talented horse at Newbury that he announced his intention to retire on this day. That was 11 weeks ago. Jim and Mick, he's a very interesting conveyance for McCoy, but he wouldn't have it any other way.
Yes, he's very interesting because he can be a bit quirky, but he's certainly a talented horse on his day, and he could easily give the crowd the result they want. He looks in terrific form, and it'd be interesting to see the reaction as he canters down past the stand.
He's quirky, Jim. You know, this horse, you look at him sometimes and think, oh, he's got a mind of his own. There's no doubting his talent, but the crowd want to see him win. The crowd are getting any chance they can just to get a close-up view and say, I was there, I saw him on his last day. Look at that crowd cheering for him.
Yeah, they are too. Fantastic. But he looks slightly embarrassed by some of it, I have to say. I mean, I don't know him as well as you.
Yeah, but do you know why that is, Jim?
Because he'd much rather just get on riding.
He's a professional. He knows he's still got 2 rides. Yeah. And he wants to give them 100% without thinking about what it's going to be like retiring. He's got a job to do. So for all the punters that have backed his horses, they can rest assured he'll be thinking about one thing and one thing only, and that's winning.
Well, while he gets to the start to try and do that, we'll get at Tanya and get the betting.
Special Tiara to go off at a good gallop here. And Mr. Mole is going to jump off right there with them under AP as they go towards the first fence in this bet365. AP McCoy, Celebration Chase, and Special Tiara bounds into an early lead over Mr. Mole in second, slightly to the left, just ahead of Summersby. Over on the inside is God's Own. Sprinter Sacre in the red jacket, then the grey Vibrato Valtat, and Court Minstrel is at the back as they jump the second fence. And down God's Own, and almost brings Vibrato Valtat to a halt there. He did well to remain on 4 legs. Vibrato Valtat and Court Minstrel had to veer round God's Own. So both of those at the back of the field, their chances compromised. And at this stage, Paddy Brennan is being attended to on the ground. He's just about to get to his feet after what looked a heavy fall. Meanwhile, as they swing right-handed now away from the stands, there are the 2 horses that were compromised, Vibrato Valtat and Court Minstrel, second last and last, and now they've got to catch up, having been inconvenienced by that fall at the first fence from God's Own. Special Tiara is galloping on downhill towards the next. Mr. Mole in second place in the big noseband. Right alongside and takes over. In fact, Mr. Mole there, almost freewheeling down the hill. He's really full of himself, Mr. Mole, and takes over from Special Tiara, Summersby, Sprinter Sacre, a gap back to Vibrato Valtat and Court Minstrel into the back straight now, and on towards the first of the 7 down the back. Mr. Mole lands ahead of Special Tiara. Summersby and Sprinter Sacre are third and fourth, jumping the next. The jumping very clean there. Vibrato Valtat has caught up a little bit, but Court Minstrel is out of his ground as they jump the next, an open ditch, and safely over that. They head halfway down the back straight now, and a loose horse running across the field there, and just about out of harm's way. Special Tiara on the left, Mr. Mole on the right, little in it. Sprinter Sacre, slight mistake from Summersby. God's Own is coming back to rejoin the other runners. As long as he stays clear of the fences, it should be all right. Vibrato Valtat back in 5th place. The railway fences. Special Tiara from Mr. Mole. Sprinter Sacre in 3rd, going well, the great horse, and then behind those Summersby and Vibrato Valtat as now they head on towards the last in the back straight. Special Tiara and Mr. Mole, absolutely nothing between them there. Sprinter Sacre and Nico de Boinville back in 3rd place, 2.5 lengths away, followed by Summersby and then Vibrato Valtat. So they swing right-handed out of the back straight in this this AP McCoy celebration chase, and AP with every chance here on the outside on Mr. Mole. The outside, a special Tiara. Sprinter Sacre remains in touch, then Summersby and Vibrato Valtat running on down towards the pond fence. This is 3 out they're coming to. Special Tiara in the centre. On the right, Mr. Mole might have just landed in front. Special, and then Sprinter Sacre. They round the final turn. Now McCoy goes for his whip on Mr. Mole, and Special Tiara is running on strongly. Sprinter Sacre is now being asked as well. Here's the second last. Special Tiara over in front from Sprinter Sacre. Then Mr. Mole back in third now, and Vibrato Valtat. They run towards the final fence. Special Tiara by 3 lengths to Sprinter Sacre. At the last, Special Tiara jumped it beautifully. Sprinter Sacre trying to get on terms in second, but the flame has slightly died. In third, Mr. Mole, and racing up the hill, it is Special Tiara and Noel Feely keeping on very gamely all the way to the line, very resolutely, and wins the celebration chase. Sprinter Sacre in second, AP McCoy third on Mr. Mole. He certainly had every chance, but he didn't finish off too strongly. Vibrato Valtat in fourth, followed by Summersby and Court Minstrel. A very long last. Special Tiara, the horse who put up a spectacular display of jumping when winning at Kempton over Christmas, then ran well in the Queen Mother Champion Chase, and despite being out-jumped by Mr. Mole at one of the early fences here, has come through and stayed on better, much stronger than Sprinter Sacre and Mr.